Miranda, she is a bit crazy for all the work that we are doing. She's so enthusiastic about it, and I think she has done a really great job together with Ludmilla to prepare this session. They are. You're in Brazil, right? Or in Argentina.
In Argentina. I am
You're
in
not.
Argentina.
She's in Argentina, where it is very early in the morning now. Miranda, what's the time, Ludmilla, at your place?
7:20.
7:20, that's right.
7:20.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
early in the morning.
So thank you again for making this happen, and also thanks to you, Ludmilla, for giving Rafael Miranda this kind of support. I think we really will enjoy your presentation. As you see, we have different teams in the room. Some people you cannot see just because the camera cannot show them. But I hand now over to the two of you, and you run your session, and I hope the teams will enjoy. The topic is the menopause. Yeah. And
Yes.
this is a very interesting topic that we never had and shared or talked about. So thank you so much. And I go in the background. I just help with our technical issues if someone wants to come in or out.
Okay.
See
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I will share my screen now. Please let me know if you can see it. Maybe it takes some time. Everything is fine. Great.
Yes.
Thank you, Ludmi. Great. Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to thank Manuela, of course, Beringer Ingelheim, and Making More Health for inviting me to participate in the Impulse program for the System Changer Maker. I am so grateful to have this opportunity to connect with all of you. It's a truly, truly honor for me. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Miranda. I am a change maker. Everybody knows me as Miri. I work at Beringer Ingelheim since years ago. I am leading the volunteering lead for South America, and I live in Argentina with my daughter and our dog. I am 48 years old, and I have to confess that sometimes, for now, I have been feeling different than I always have. Every morning, I wake up feeling exhausted, very low in spirits, and lacking energy. I suffer from hot flashes that surprise me at any time of the day and place. God, it's so hot. I live with my fan in my hand. I can't go anywhere without it. I am irritable. I explode easily and then I feel embarrassed. I have difficulty concentrating and I forget names, words, or daily things. Of course, I feel anxious, the sensation that something serious is going to happen. I have constant physical pains. Each day becomes a real challenge. My shoulders and my hips hurts. I live I have a low libido. Yes, it's so low. What's happening to me? Actually, what my body is telling me is that I am in the very menopause and I need to pay attention to myself. I am in a new stage of my life and I need to move it with compassion towards myself, with care, respecting myself, listening to my true needs, and with love. Menopause comes into women's lives to revolutionize, it's a difficult word in English, and turn them upside down. The body goes through many changes that impact our health, our work, and our personal relationships. Here we are today to explore what happens to us, why it happens, and what we can do to navigate this stage. Before we start, it is important to understand that the information that I am going to share with you is general and should not be taken as medical advice. If you are going through the same stage as me, I strongly encourage you to consult with your doctor. So, before we start, I would like to propose you an activity. Ta-da! Myths and truths about menopause. Often, this subject is full of myths and wrong ideas that can make people confused or scared. In today's Impulse program session, we are going to face these myths and find out the real facts behind them. We will learn together, answer questions, and understand better this natural thing that all women experience at some time in their lives. So, each statement that I will be presenting is an opportunity for you to participate and share your thoughts. It is a myth or a truth. I would love to hear what you think. You can use Teams reactions or maybe open your microphones or respond with reactions as a thumb up if you believe it is a true, or I don't know, maybe a thumb down if it is a truth, or sorry, if it is a myth, or if it is a false statement, or a surprise face. As I am presenting, I can see you right now. So please, Ludmila, could you please help me with the reactions?
No problem, Miri, no problem.
Great, thank you. Would you like to try it? Let's try. Thumbs up or open your microphones if you think it's true. Ludmila, can you see them?
I do it, and no one else. No problem.
Okay, and thumbs down?
With this face, surprise.
Okay, okay, great. Okay, are we ready? Let's get started.
Yes,
Statement
great.
number one. Great. Sorry.
We can start.
Menopause. Great. Menopause always occurs at 50 years old. People, what do you think? Is this a myth or is this truth? Ludmil?
Maybe truth?
Maybe truth.
Someone
Okay.
is surprised there. The
Okay.
CHW team.
Okay. The answer is false. Menopause usually occurs between 45 and 55 years old, but it can vary. Some women experience it earlier or later. Let's see statement number two. Menopause marks the end of sexual life. Let's see your reactions.
Someone in the team is using chat, and we can
Good,
use that. Someone is
good.
surprised. Maybe they think that it is false.
Okay. Well, the answer is false. Menopause does not mean the end of sexual life, although there may be changes, vaginal dryness or decreased desire. There are treatments and strategies to maintain a full sexual life. Let's move. Healthy diet can help reduce menopause symptoms. What do you think about it?
Okay, maybe they are saying that they are true.
Yes, yes, right. It's true. Diets rich in fruits, vegetables, grain, and calcium foods can reduce some symptoms and promote overall health. Statement number four. All women suffer hot flashes during menopause. That's my case.
Okay, they think that it is true.
Well,
So that's a
this
thing
is,
that it false.
yes, it's false. Although common, not all women experience hot flashes. About 75% of women have them, but the intensity and duration can vary. It is impossible to get pregnant during perimenopause.
Okay. Nobody's reaction, but maybe it could be false.
Yeah, yes, of course. It is false. Although fertility decreases, it is still possible to get pregnant during perimenopause, as ovulation can be irregular but does not stop completely. This is very important to know. Regular exercise can reduce menopause symptoms. What do you think about it? I think this is easy.
Yes, they say that it is
Yes,
true.
it's true, of course. Of course, it helps a lot to reduce hot flashes, improve our mood, prevent weight gain, and maintain our bone health. Menopause affects all women equally.
Okay, true. Something is surprise.
Okay, the answer is false. Each woman experiences menopause differently. Factors such as genetics, lifestyles, and overall health influence in the experience. And the last one, menopause can affect memory and concentration.
Okay, they say that it's true.
Yes, it is. It is
True.
true. Some women experience difficulties with memory or so-called brain fog during this stage. Thank you, everybody, for participating. Thank you, Ludmi, for your support. Let's move. So, it's time to speak out loud and clear. This stage may last several years and may affect women's physical, emotional, mental, and social well being. But we don't talk about it. Many of us don't know how to name it. So, what if we start by naming these moments before we start talking about what happens to women during this stage? What is perimenopause? It is the stage before menopause, when the body begins to produce fewer amounts of certain hormones like estrogen and progesterone, and when the ability for women to become pregnant begins to disappear. What is menopause? The menopause is a point in time. It is the moment when, after 12 consecutive months without having menstruation, a woman stops ovulating forever and her fertile life ends. It can also happen, menopause, due to certain surgeries or medical procedures. What is climacteric? The climacteric is the stage before and after that moment, that the menopause. How long does the climacteric last? It can last from 2 to 8 years before menopause and 2 to 6 years after menopause. So it can last between 5 and 15 years. That's a big range, don't you think? Generally, menopause occurs between the ages of 45 and 55, whereas perimenopause can begin around age 40. The question is, why is it important to understand menopause? A survey from Nopausa, it's a startup tech from Argentina, the country where Ludmila and I live, tell us that nearly 70% of women do not know what the climacteric is. More than 40% of women do not associate menopause symptoms with hormonal changes. More than 90% of menopausal women reported having symptoms, and 3% of women feel affected by menopausal symptoms. These numbers make me think, is menopause being discussed? Menopause is often a taboo topic that it is not discussed openly. People may not talk about it in the family. Their symptoms may be confused, and women often feel misunderstood. Indeed, the symptoms can significantly impact women's quality life, affecting their social and work relationships. According to the World Health Organization, 70% of women reach this stage without enough information to make well informed decisions about it. Therefore, care during perimenopause is essential to promote healthy aging and good quality of life. The menopausal experience of a woman can be shaped by gender norms and social cultural influences, including how her culture perceives female angel and menopause. Moreover, menopause can also be a good opportunity to rethink health, lifestyle, and goals. So, let's talk about the symptoms, changes associated with menopause. While some women experience few symptoms or even none, others may have severe symptoms that may affect their daily activities and reduce their quality of life. There are more than 34 symptoms associated with menopause, including hot flashes and night sweats, changes in the menstrual cycle, vaginal dryness, pain during intercourse or incontinence, difficulty sleeping, mood changes, depression or anxiety. Menopause can also change a woman's body composition and increase her risk of heart disease. Loss of bone density during menopause can lead to increased rates of osteoporosis, fractures, and weakness. Lack of memory or concentration are also symptoms. And loss of muscle mass is among the most frequent changes that affect our function. Please remember, the longer we have muscle, the longer we can live independently. But what can we do to feel better? It is important for women to start taking care of ourselves from the moment we notice that we are reaching the climacteric. Not all women experience the same symptoms or with the same intensity, it's true. But even so, it is important that as soon as we notice the first signs of the climacteric arrival, especially with the irregularity of the ovulatory cycles, we need to go to the doctor to determine together if we are entering in the climacteric or not, and decide the best treatment according our symptoms and the discomfort that we are presenting. The Argentine Cardiological Foundation recommends that women increase the following preventive measures during and ideally before the beginning of this stage. So we need to work on this. Do not smoke or stop smoking. Follow a healthy diet, eat less salt, do physical activity every day, at least 30 minutes a day. Maintain an adequate body mass index. Do your lab test. Monitor glucose, blood, cholesterol levels. In case the doctor has indicated treatment, follow it properly and do not stop it. This is very important. Sleep and rest well. You can read before sleeping if you are having some troubles to fall asleep. Do periodic consultation with your doctor. Other habits that can help us are, for example, learning new things, reading, traveling, doing yoga, meditating, dancing, or doing activities that connect us with our body will also help us to feel better and reduce stress. Let's learn about the nutrients that can help us during this stage. Through nutrition, we can regulate the production of progesterone and modulate the levels of estrogen. A conscious diet can be key. So let's think about including foods rich in zinc, for example, like legumes or white meats or mushrooms or nuts. Let's include foods rich in vitamin B, like avocado, oats, spinach. Here in Argentina, we eat liver. I know that in your countries, or maybe some of you, you don't. Um, Food rich in omega-3, like bluefish, flaxseed oil, chia seeds, salmon, and don't forget to include foods rich in antioxidants, like red fruits, watermelon, vegetables, or blueberries, for example. What happened with public health? Okay, public health challenges. It is important that primary care health staff be prepared to provide counseling and treatment to women, strengthen strategies to improve the quality of care, both by general medicine and various specialties like gynecology or, for example, psychology, and recommend having a healthy lifestyle to improve their health during this stage of life. The World Health Organization talks about three big issues in public health. One is specific attention. Women in perimenopause can need access to quality health services and safe places where they could receive support. Unfortunately, in most countries, awareness of menopause and access to information and related services are significantly limited. Silence. Menopause is often a silent issue in families, communities, workplaces, or health centers. Women may not know that the symptoms they experience are related to menopause or that there are counseling and treatment options that can help relieve the discomfort. Some women with menopausal symptoms feel embarrassed or uncomfortable expressing their experience and avoid seeking help. And the last one, really important, is no funding. Many governments lack health policies and funding to include menopause-related diagnosis, counseling, and treatment in the services they provide. The provision of menopause-related services is particularly challenging in settings where other urgent priorities often compete for health fundings. So, the good news is that the world is changing and there are people working to normalize menopause and offer support. Here I share some tools that provide information and that help track the symptoms of menopause to make better decisions about the transition. I use this one, My Menoplan. It is a public and free tool in English. It helps me evaluate my own symptoms and plan a strategy to face them. I find it useful to have a clear understanding of what's happening to me and what I can do to improve it. In my research, I discovered Sue Mbayas. Mbayas podcast. I hope I am saying it fine. I find it really interesting to listen. I really recommend it. Full of information and easy understanding. And also, I explore some applications that are especially designed to support women's health and well-being during this stage of life, like Mirror and Elda Health. Even though those apps are paid, you could have free and useful information there, and videos with exercises and more and more. You can search that. So, I realized that menopause is an opportunity to rethink women's health. How do we do it? Creating a sincere and open dialogue, talking about what is happening to women in this state of their lives, sharing it, putting us as a priority, and also supporting those who are living it. What can we do from our places in our NGOs? Mainly promote health care, open dialogue, talk about a topic, listen, help women know the symptoms of menopause, provide information about the symptoms so they can learn to manage them and improve their quality of life. So, just to rethink, what are we going to take away from today's session? Talk about the topic, foster open dialogues about menopause, create safe spaces for discussion and meeting, promote women's health, encourage healthy eating and physical and mental well-being of women, spread the symptoms of menopause to help women manage them, provide the information and support that women deserve. Empower women of all ages, as well as men, to inquire about menopause, explore and learn about the symptoms. And of course, recommend regular medical examinations during this stage. So, this is the end. Thank you so much for your time and for your attention. Please, if you have any doubt or question, feel free to send me an email or contact me. And also, I will be huge appreciate if you could complete this service that you can find in the QR code. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much for your attention.
Oh.
What do you think
You-
about it?
wait. Let's give some time to our participants. Maybe they still have some questions, but it was very nice, I can tell you. Miranda was very excited and she said, "Do you think I can make it?" I said, "Yeah, that's very interesting." So I think she was more nervous than you were. So both, all of you were nervous. It was a great session. Thank you, Miranda. But before we come to an end, maybe if there is a question, definitely.
Of course.
Awesome. Please share. Or let's share a bit also about the taboo of this issue in your communities. I'm not sure, but my impression is that even in Kenya and in India, menopause is not a very tabulous topic, and it is not part of many trainings, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
also here in South America, I realized that we don't talk enough about menopause. As you know, as I was telling you before, I am through this journey and living this experience and realized when I went to the doctor, it was I don't know, like I was feeling embarrassed when I was talking about what was going on with me. And then I went with my friends and my community and said, "Hey, this is happened to me. It's happened the same things to you." And we didn't talk about it. It was so strange. How is it in your communities?
Yeah, I think the ladies can share. But
my experience, we don't talk about menopause, and I think the conversation, I think the few moments when it is used as, I think, an insult to a woman that I think you're getting into menopause. So that means it's more insulting. And so people are not talking about it. And so people, I think, are going through